Well, hello everybody. So I just got a huge stash. I was really impressed. The guy started out like $600 for all these models, and I just kept on waiting and waiting because I knew he was way, way overpriced. And so finally, he contacted me, and I kept telling him, I'd rather have. He had all these box models for sale, and I said, I'd rather you have in the box because he had a couple boxes, or sorry, bins full of model parts, but he wouldn't show them. He just kept telling me he had them, and I said, I'd rather buy those off you than regular models. He said, well, how about this? I'll give you 10 models, $10 a piece, and throw the bins in with them. Yeah, that's perfect. So went out and picked out the best ones, for me. What he had in the box far outweighed everything else he had. So, I'll get to that in a second. I'm going to show you here in just a minute. Let me show you what I got going on here. This is one of the Fords that I had in that set, and went ahead and there we go. It's kind of a greenish metallic. Still got to put the clear coat on this one, but I'm really liking how this is turning out. And then here is the Ford GT350. I got that all painted now. This is my first real, I would say, successful painted model in using the airbrush, so not too bad. I still got to clear coat this one. I'm going to put some racing decals on it first, and then I will clear coat it after that. And then I have a service announcement. So I had painted this one, Dodge Coronet 440, and you can see right here, this is the paint that I had. Turned out really good. I was really happy with it. And then like I normally do, I started to wax it with Ultimate Compound. Well, that doesn't work on acrylic. So I ended up stripping it. And this is just using the Ultimate Compound to take the paint off, and that's what it did. I'm like, holy shit. So that one's going to get repainted. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the kind of dark green again, but I do like that color, and it does shine really well. So, boy, that lesson learned. So, without further ado, let me flip this around, and we'll take a look at some of these models I got in the set. So these are what came with the set. A lot of this was actually in the box, and so these does not include the 10 models that I think a few of them are, but for the most part, most of these were in the box. This is my favorite one that came in the kit, that came in the set, and I can't remember what this darn thing is. Somebody had told me online, but I think it's 1/16 scale. Has a little bit of glue bombing going on, but nothing too bad. It's pretty much in pieces, but if you take a look at that, they actually did a good job building it. Uh-oh, just lost something, probably important. My plans on this one are to restore it, but I also want to, I think I'm going to get rid of the Cobra heads here, and I want it to look more custom hot rod. I think I have pretty much all the parts, plus there were these nice big wheels, dragster slicks. I thought that would look pretty cool here on this baby. Instead of this is what was on it, the ones that came on it, but I really like this dragster look better. It just gives it a much meaner look, and that's what I'm going to be going for. So there's that one, and then check out this. Is that 32 Ford? Okay. It looked like it was probably one of the gentleman's first chops. I'm not really sure. Didn't do a bad job on the chop. I'm gonna have to blend in some areas like this, like here. But overall, I think he did an actually decent job. So this thing, I really want to put back together and create a dragster out of it. There's not much in the way of suspension, but I'll rectify that. He's already got a cutout for the drag slicks. So yeah, I mean, I might make it somewhat of a curbside, but I don't know. It's well on its way, so wouldn't be too hard to add some tubs in here, and but I really like this one. So, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this bad boy yet. Interesting looking. I'll probably take the fenders. Oh, look at that. Come on now. There we go. I think I'm going to go more like this. Again, not the greatest job on the chop here, but I think I can work with it and sand this down. I'll probably remove the roof and redo it. But I like the body still in good condition, still has the frame, and luckily these darn fenders come off really easily. So I like it. I'm not sure what motor that is, but it looks like it's got a air intake system on it. But yeah, I don't think this would be too bad. I'm not sure what's going on here. Looks like a couple parts just thrown in there. So there's that one. And this bad boy looks like something off of Grease. Definitely repairable. I think I have the hood too, and the grill. I'm not sure if this is the actual base that's for it, but it's interesting. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this one. I don't think I'm going to return this back to beauty status. I think it's going to be more of a crash up derby car or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I kind of like it. I'm kind of digging it. And then there's all these tanks in there. Like this is I believe it's a Russian troop transport. I'm not exactly sure. Don't know a lot about the military models, but I believe that's what this is. And then it had some like this where it's just the base, and there's tons of parts with these. Had two of these little bad boys. I believe this is an American tank. My son actually told me what it was, but I forgot. One that I'm really excited about is this Honda RA272. Unfortunately, everything is there except for the rims and tires and the base, the body itself. I'm like, oh, I looked through everything and I could not find it. So it has everything in it except for that plastic body right there. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Then you have the Ivos. That thing's cool. And that has everything in it except for the rims and tires, and I think one of the axles is missing. But it has all those motors and everything. I got the Gangbusters Lincoln over here, which is pretty cool. And then you got a couple, came with a couple of these guys, which is the Ford GPA Amphibian. This even has some photo etched parts in it, which I thought was pretty cool. And then, let's see, one of the Silly Surfers. That is all there except for the right tires. I really like this one. And it is Dodge 446 pack. But what I liked about this, it's a deluxe kit. So it actually opens up this way. And this one doesn't look like it's never even been taken out of the bag. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. It's all in there. Looks like nothing's been taken from it. Even the rims and tires are in there. So everything except for, I don't know if it has decals. Doesn't look like it. So that's okay. Not a big concern. Even still has the old paint in it. It's pretty cool. And it smells old, actually. You can smell it. It's a little raunchy. And then it's one of the weirdest kits that I think I've seen in quite a long time is this Pininfarina Mythos, powered by Ferrari. Hope I said it right. I probably really butchered that. I'm guessing this is a concept car, because I sure hope it is, because it's ugly. But, when you take it out of the box, it actually is kind of neat. But I think, honestly, I'll probably just use this for parts. It has a really cool, you can kind of see the engine and how it's laid out and that kind of thing. And the suspension would work great on something custom. It's actually a very detailed kit, surprisingly. Has some really cool exhaust on it. A lot of these gray parts almost reminds me of a Tamiya kit. Very intricate. Lots of great detail. Rims and tires in it. And yeah, just a very, I mean, you can see that suspension. It's very detailed. But my problem is I hate the body. It's ugly. So, yeah, like I said, I'll probably just use this one for, she'll be used for other things other than this car. So, well, that's about it, guys. I got a lot of, I won't go through them all, but I got a lot of unopened NASCAR kits. I think there was 9 total, if I remember. So I really only bought a couple different models, but all this other stuff came in the bins, and then I just I had to piece a lot of it together. If you want to see an awesome video on the history of model cars, check out this video I made.